Alex sat in the small pilot's chair of the starship Aurora. The ship hummed softly around him, its controls glowing with gentle lights. He was a human, one of the few aboard this alien ship. Around him were creatures of all shapes and sizes, some tall and thin, some short and round, all with different colored skins and strange eyes. But none of them looked at him with anything less than curiosity. Alex had always known humans were different in space. Humans were new to the galactic alliance that many alien species had been part of for centuries. People often looked at humans as strange or unpredictable. But Alex was proud. He was the best pilot the Aurora had ever seen. He had saved the ship from danger more than once with his quick thinking and steady hands. Today was an important day. The ship's captain, Lyra, was calling a meeting with her crew to prepare for a new mission. Alex knew this mission would be difficult. It was to protect a small trading station on the edge of space. Pirates had been attacking ships in that area, and the Alliance wanted to stop them. Lyra was an alien. She had soft, lavender-colored skin and eyes that shone like stars. Her hair flowed behind her in waves of silver. She was strong and confident, and her crew respected her deeply. When Alex first met her, he felt a little nervous. She was different from any leader he had worked with before. The meeting room was tight and warm, filled with the low voices of the crew. Lyra stood at the front, her tall figure calm and powerful. She looked around the room, her sharp eyes landing on Alex. "Alex," she said in her clear voice, "come here." Alex stood and moved forward. He could feel the eyes of the crew watching him. Some were curious, some were quiet, but all were waiting to see what would happen next. Lyra smiled slightly and said a word in her alien language. It sounded soft but carried a strange weight. Then she looked at Alex and said in common tongue, "Pet." The room fell silent for a moment. Alex blinked. The word pet surprised him. In human culture, it meant something small, owned, or less important. But here, in this alien world, it was different. It was a word of respect and affection, used only for those very close to the speaker. Alex's cheeks warmed a little, but he did not say anything yet. The crew around them smiled quietly. Some looked a little amused, others proud. They knew what the word meant for Lyra and her closest allies. The meeting continued, but Alex could feel a new feeling growing inside him. He was not just a pilot to this crew. He was someone special to the captain. That made him proud and a little nervous. Later, as the meeting ended, a young crew member approached Alex. "Lyra does not call many pet," she said softly. "You are lucky." Alex nodded, smiling. "I feel lucky." That night, as the stars moved slowly outside the ship's windows, Alex thought about Lyra and her strange word. He thought about what it meant to be part of this crew, this new family far from Earth. He felt a quiet hope. Maybe here, he could belong. The next morning, Alex found Lyra in the ship's small garden room. She was tending to some bright blue flowers, her hands gentle but sure. "Captain," Alex said quietly. Lyra looked up, her eyes softening. "Alex, good morning." He hesitated for a moment, then said, "I wanted to thank you for calling me pet yesterday. It means more than you know." Lyra smiled, a small blush rising to her cheeks. "In my culture, the word shows trust. I trust you, Alex." Alex looked at her, feeling something new in the air. "Then I want you to know, you can count on me. I'm yours. Only yours." Lyra's cheeks grew even redder. She looked away for a moment, then back at him with a smile that was shy and warm. "Only mine, huh?" she said softly. "Yes," Alex replied. "Only yours." The two stood there quietly, sharing a moment that said more than words. It was a start of something special. As days passed, Alex felt stronger and more sure. The crew began to treat him differently too, not just as a human, but as a trusted friend and partner. The word pet had changed its meaning for him. It was not small or weak. It was a mark of honor, loyalty, and respect. The Aurora prepared for its mission, and Alex was ready. With Lyra by his side, he felt like he could face anything the stars would send their way. The starship Aurora glided quietly through space, its engines humming like a gentle heartbeat. Alex sat at the pilot's controls, his hands steady and calm. The trading station they were protecting was still many light minutes away, but the tension on the ship was already rising. Captain Lyra stood nearby, her eyes sharp and focused. The crew was preparing for the worst. Pirates had attacked the station before, and this time they expected an even stronger enemy. The trading station was small but important. Many ships passed through it every day, carrying goods and supplies to distant worlds. Alex watched Lyra as she spoke quietly with her officers. She gave clear orders, calm but firm. Everyone listened. She was a natural leader, and her crew trusted her without question. As the mission began, Alex noticed something new. The crew sometimes looked at him differently. Some whispered quietly when they thought he couldn't hear. He heard words like human, different, and unpredictable. He knew some of the crew still doubted humans. They were used to aliens working together for centuries. Humans were new and strange, but Alex did not mind. He wanted to prove himself. He wanted to show them that humans could be just as brave, loyal, and strong. The ship's sensors suddenly beeped loudly. A red light flashed on the main screen. "Pirate. Ships detected," the communications officer announced. The crew quickly moved to their stations. "Alex, prepare for combat," Lyra ordered. Her voice was calm but serious. "We must protect the station." Alex nodded. His heart beat faster, but his hands did not shake. He knew his skills would be tested. The pirate ships appeared on the screen, fast, small fighters with sharp weapons. They moved quickly, trying to catch the Aurora off guard. The crew worked together, firing their weapons and dodging attacks. Alex's piloting was sharp and careful. He flew the ship through narrow asteroid fields and used every trick he knew to avoid enemy fire. The crew began to see that Alex was not just a pilot. He was a fighter. During the battle, Alex heard a sudden alarm. One of the pirate ships was heading straight for Lyra's command center. Without hesitation, he pushed the controls and flew the Aurora between the pirate ship and Lyra's position. The enemy fired and the ship shook. Sparks flew from the walls. Alex's heart pounded, but he stayed focused. He pushed the pirate ship away with a quick move and sent a message to the crew. "Protect the captain at all costs." Lyra's eyes met his for a brief moment. She gave a small nod of thanks. Alex felt a warm pride inside. The battle was long and hard. The pirates were strong, but the crew worked as one. Alex's human instincts and quick reflexes made a big difference. The pirates finally retreated, their ships disappearing into the darkness of space. When the battle ended, the crew cheered softly. They were tired but victorious. Later, in the quiet of the ship's mess hall, Alex sat alone for a moment. The young alien crew member who had told him about the meaning of pet came over. "You did well," she said. "You showed us what humans can do." Alex smiled. "Thank you. I want to earn my place here." She nodded. "You already have. But there is more to this crew than skill. It is about trust." Alex thought about her words. Trust was something new for him. On Earth, people trusted him. But here it meant something bigger. It meant being part of a family. Later, Lyra found him in the garden room again. She was sitting quietly among the glowing plants, looking peaceful. Alex joined her. "You flew." "Well, today," Lyra said, "you kept us safe." Alex looked at her and said, "It was because I wanted to protect you. You called me pet in front of your crew. That means something to me." Lyra's eyes softened. It means I trust you, Alex, more than just as a pilot. You are important to me. Alex felt his cheeks warm again. I want to be more than that to you, too. Lyra smiled, a gentle and shy smile. Only yours, she whispered. Alex repeated the words. Only yours. For a moment, the busy ship felt far away. They were just two souls, finding comfort in each other's company. But not everyone was happy. Some crew members whispered behind their backs. They did not understand this bond between a human and an alien captain. It was different. It was new. One evening, Alex overheard two crew members talking quietly. Humans don't belong here like this, one said. Lyra is making a mistake. Alex's heart tightened. He knew there would be challenges ahead, but he also knew that with Lyra, he could face them. The next day, the Aurora moved closer to the trading station. The crew prepared for any danger. Alex felt ready, not just as a pilot, but as part of the crew, part of Lyra's crew, and maybe, just maybe, part of something more. The Aurora moved steadily through space toward the trading station. The crew had been on alert for days. Everyone knew the pirates might try again. This time, they would come stronger. Alex sat at the pilot's seat, eyes sharp on the controls. He felt the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. He was not just flying the ship. He was protecting his friends, his new family. Captain Lyra stood nearby, her face calm but serious. She spoke quietly with her officers. We must be ready for anything, she said. The pirates will not stop until they get what they want. Suddenly, the ship's alarms blared loudly. Red lights flashed, filling the room with urgency. Pirate ships incoming! The communications officer shouted. The crew sprang into action, weapons charged, shields raised, and the Aurora prepared to fight. Alex's hands moved quickly. He piloted the ship with skill, weaving between enemy fire and guiding the crew to safety. But this time, the pirates were clever. They used strange new weapons, ones the crew had never seen before. Energy blasts that could pierce shields easily, and traps that threatened to disable the ship. The battle was fierce. Explosions shook the Aurora. The crew worked as one, but the danger was great. During the fight, one of the pirate ships broke through the defense lines. It headed straight for the command center where Lyra was. Alex saw it coming. Without hesitation, he flew the ship between the attacker and Lyra. The ship rocked as it took heavy fire. Hold steady, Alex shouted. His heart pounded, but he did not lose control. The pirate ship fired again, and the wall near the command center exploded. Sparks flew, and the lights flickered. Lyra's voice came through the comms, calm but firm. Alex, get us out of here! Alex pushed the controls, dodging more fire. He found a narrow path through a nearby asteroid field. Follow me, he said to the crew. The Aurora sped through the rocky field, the pirates struggling to keep up. Alex's quick reflexes and knowledge of space saved them. After several minutes, the pirates gave up the chase. They disappeared into the darkness. The crew cheered softly, tired but relieved. Lyra came to Alex's side in the command center. She placed a hand on his arm, her eyes full of gratitude. You saved us, she said simply. Alex smiled, feeling proud but humble. I only did what was right. Later, Alex walked through the ship's corridors. He saw the crew looking at him differently now. There was respect in their eyes, and maybe even a little admiration. One young crew member approached him. You were brave, she said softly. You showed us what humans can do. Alex nodded. Thank you. I want to be more than just a pilot. I want to be part of this crew, part of this family. The crew member smiled. You are. We all are. That night, Alex found Lyra in the garden room again. The soft glow of the plants made her look peaceful. I was thinking about today, Alex said. about how close we came to losing everything. Lyra looked at him, her eyes steady. It was your courage that saved us. Alex felt a warm feeling inside. You called me pet in front of your crew. That means a lot to me. Lyra smiled, a gentle blush coloring her cheeks. It means I trust you. More than just as a pilot. Alex took a deep breath. I want you to know. You can count on me. I'm yours. Only yours. Lyra's smile grew softer. Only mine, she whispered. For a moment, the busy ship faded away. It was just the two of them, connected by something stronger than words. But even as they shared that quiet moment, Alex knew there would be challenges ahead. Not everyone accepted their bond. Some still whispered doubt and suspicion. Alex was ready. He had chosen this path. He would stand by Lyra, no matter what. The Aurora was not just a ship. It was their home. And together, they would face whatever the stars had in store. The Aurora had returned to calm space after the fierce battle. The stars outside twinkled peacefully, but inside the ship, a new kind of energy filled the air. The crew felt closer, united by what they had survived together. Alex walked through the corridors, greeting the crew members. Their smiles and nods told him he was no longer just the human pilot. They saw him as a true part of the family. Captain Lyra waited for him in the garden room, the place where they often found peace, among glowing plants and quiet light. Today, she looked more relaxed, her usual strength softened by a gentle smile. Alex, she said, come sit with me. He joined her among the blue and purple flowers. The soft light made their faces warm and calm. Lyra looked at Alex carefully. I want to talk about the word I used before, pet. Alex nodded. Yes, I think about it a lot. In my culture, she explained, to call someone pet means they are very close to you. It is not a small thing. It means trust, respect, and something deeper, a bond. Alex smiled. I understand now. It is a word of honor. Lyra's eyes softened. Yes, and I want you to know that you are very important to me. Alex felt his heart beat faster. You are important to me too, Lyra. They sat quietly for a moment, feeling the unspoken connection growing between them. The crew outside was also watching their leaders carefully. Some smiled warmly, happy to see the bond forming. Others were more cautious, unsure how to accept this new closeness between human and alien. One crew member, a tall alien named Varek, approached Alex later. I was wrong about you, he said gruffly. Humans may have heart after all. Alex nodded. Thank you, Varek. I want to earn your trust. Varek grunted but gave a small smile. You have it. As days passed, Alex and Lyra worked even closer together. Their trust deepened, making the ship stronger. They learned about each other's worlds, stories of Earth, tales of Lyra's home planet, and hopes for the future. One evening, during a quiet moment, Lyra reached out and took Alex's hand. You called me only yours the other day, she said softly. It surprised me. Alex smiled. It was true. I mean it. Lyra's cheeks colored slightly. I'm not used to that kind of honesty. It is refreshing. They laughed. Softly, the sound filling the small room. But not everyone was happy with their closeness. Rumors began to spread among some crew members. Some whispered that a human and an alien captain could never truly be equals, that their bond was a weakness, not a strength. Alex heard these words. They hurt, but he did not let them stop him. One night, while walking through the ship, Alex found a group of crew members talking quietly. Humans are unpredictable, one said. Lyra is risking everything. Alex stepped forward calmly. I am here not to cause risk, but to protect this crew. We are stronger together. The group looked surprised but did not argue. Alex's courage was clear. Slowly, the crew began to accept that the bond between him and Lyra was real and important. In time, Lyra also stood before her crew and spoke openly about Alex. "He is not just my pilot," she said proudly. "He is my partner. Together, we will face whatever comes." The crew cheered, some louder than others. The message was clear. Alex was no longer an outsider. He was family. The bond between Lyra and Alex grew stronger with every day. Their partnership was a symbol of hope for a future where different beings could come together as one. And as the Aurora sailed into the stars, Alex knew this was only the beginning of their journey, together, as one. The Aurora had docked at a large space station known as Meridian Hub. This place was the center of many important political talks and alliances. Lyra and Alex had come here for a diplomatic mission. Their job was to meet with leaders from many alien worlds and discuss peace and trade agreements. Alex felt the weight of the mission. It was not like flying the ship through space battles. Here, words and respect mattered more than weapons. As they walked through the station's bright corridors, some eyes watched them closely. Some were friendly, but others were cold and suspicious. Not everyone approved of the close bond between a human and an alien captain. Their first meeting was with a high-ranking official named Sarek. He was a large alien with dark green skin and sharp eyes. He looked at Alex with clear doubt. "Captain." "Lyra," Sarek said, "I have heard of your unusual partnership. Is it wise to trust a human so closely?" Lyra met his gaze calmly. "Alex has proven his loyalty and skill many times. Trust is earned, not given by species." Sarek's lips pressed thin. "We will see." The meetings continued, full of careful words and hidden meanings. Alex noticed how some officials tried to test him, asking tricky questions and watching his reactions. One evening, after a long day, Alex and Lyra sat together in a quiet lounge. Alex looked tired but determined. "This mission is harder than any battle," he said. "They judge me before they know me." Lyra reached out and took his hand. "You have my full trust. And soon, others will see what I see." The next day, during a meeting, Sarek again challenged Alex directly. "Humanity is new to our alliance. How can we be sure your people will not betray us in the future?" Alex took a deep breath. He spoke clearly and honestly. "Humans have made mistakes, yes, but we have also learned and grown. I am here because I believe in peace and friendship. I will stand by that promise with my life." The room fell silent. Then a few officials nodded slowly. Alex saw respect growing in their eyes. After the meetings, Lyra pulled Alex aside. "You handled that well," she said softly. "Your honesty is your strength." Alex smiled. "Thank you, Lyra. I want to show everyone that humans can be trusted." Their bond became a symbol during the mission. Where some saw difference and fear, Lyra and Alex showed unity and hope. Back on the Aurora, the crew celebrated quietly. They knew this mission was a victory for more than just politics. It was a win for understanding. One evening, Lyra and Alex stood on the ship's bridge looking out at the stars. "You called me pet in front of your crew," Alex said. "I want to say again, I'm only yours." Lyra's cheeks colored softly. "And I'm proud to call you mine." Their words were simple but held deep meaning. They were not just partners in command, they were partners in life. But Alex knew there would be more tests ahead. The galaxy was vast and full of challenges, but with Lyra by his side, he felt ready for anything. Together, they would face the future, united, strong, and only theirs. The Aurora glided smoothly through the deep black of space. The stars stretched out like tiny diamonds on a velvet cloth. Alex stood on the bridge, watching the lights of distant worlds twinkle ahead. Beside him, Captain Lyra adjusted the ship's course with steady hands. They had returned from their diplomatic mission at Meridian Hub, a success that brought new hope for peace and alliance between many species. But their journey was far from over. Alex felt a deep sense of belonging now. No longer was he just the human pilot. He was part of the crew, part of Lyra's family. The bond between him and Lyra had grown stronger with every challenge they faced. It was no longer a secret or a source of whispers. The crew accepted their partnership, seeing it as a symbol of unity and strength. One quiet evening, the two stood together in the garden room. The soft light of glowing plants painted their faces with gentle colors. Lyra looked at Alex, her eyes shining. "Do you remember the first time I called you pet?" Alex smiled. "I do. I was surprised, but I felt honored." Lyra laughed softly. "It was the start of something new, a bond that goes beyond words." Alex took her hand. "I'm proud to be yours." "And I yours," she replied. Their future was uncertain, as space always was. But together they were ready. The Aurora was more than a ship. It was a home where differences were celebrated, where loyalty and respect built bridges between stars. The crew worked and lived as one. Alex saw friendships blossom across species lines. Humans and aliens sharing stories, meals, and laughter. One day, the Aurora received a message from a distant colony asking for help. A new challenge awaited. Alex and Lyra looked at each other, smiles full of promise. "Ready for the next adventure?" Alex asked. Lyra nodded. Together. As the ship moved toward the unknown, Alex felt a deep peace. He was no longer just a pilot called Pet. He was a partner, a friend, a warrior for peace. And with Lyra by his side, he would face whatever the future held, because they were only theirs, bound by trust, respect, and something stronger than words. The stars awaited.